29.3 30255. Let's see if I could not lose it this time. Yes, this is my second GoPro 2 HD, having lost the first on I-465 a couple weeks ago. As you can see, with the first speed bump, the mount moves down, and it continues to move down for the first couple of miles. Now as I accelerate up to 55, you can actually see the camera move back. This actually is the little GoPro arm and not the RAM mount that was falling in the first part. And at this point, I'll apologize for the extreme pixelization of this. I tried rendering it a couple of times, and each time I basically got nearly the same results. Something about the compression and the low lighting and the acceleration of the video clip, basically, it caused it to render it down to a really miserable quality video. Now before going too much further, I'd like to say rest in peace, Vin. I won't say much more than I've said in other places and what other people have said, but it is a pretty significant loss for the motovlogging community. And while we're on the topic of other news, congratulations to the New York Giants on winning the Super Bowl. And go Indianapolis for a wonderfully hosted Super Bowl, for that matter. It was a little annoying being in the city prior to and now just after the Super Bowl. It seems like it's the only news item of worthy coverage anywhere on the TV. But the game made it all worthwhile. And did you notice that we've left I-465? Honestly, I'm kinda sorry that most of my PBC has been on I-465. There's a couple of reasons that I've stuck to the loop. One, it kept me pretty close to home in case I decided to change my mind. Two, it kept me basically in the same temperature range. I didn't want to go somewhere colder. I wanted to be honorable and not go somewhere warmer. And three, the conditions on that road are significantly better than any of the other roads, including this 74, which is miserable to ride on a motorcycle. This would be the first long-distance motorcycle riding I've done with GoPro. I admit the conditions are not ideal, being night at all, so it's hard to say if this is a typical video. That being said, the points per dollar of this video are very hurting, seeing that this is the second one I've bought to make this one video. So what you'll see here in a moment is that the GoPro fails in almost the exact same spot with the exact same miles. The plastic is just not strong enough to withstand constant vibrations and the pressure of 65 mph. It needs to be kept in a place that it's more sheltered, or I need better mounts. Actually, I'm thinking about designing a mount and seeing if BC will be able to weld it up for me, if he has the time. Another drawback, which should be plainly obvious to you by this point, is it's very hard to see where the camera is pointed. The Drift has an LCD, so you can at least get an idea what you're looking at. The GoPro obviously does not. There is an LCD backpack that's available, however for my usages I'm more interested in battery power, so I have the battery backpack. Part of my failures in this was the fact that the mount kept moving on me, so I tried to set it and then it would move because of the wind pushing on it. So it does make it a little bit more challenging. Probably if I had a better mount it wouldn't be as bad. It's just going to take time to get used to figuring out where it's pointed. So it's time for the mount to break now. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whee! So yes, for the rest of this video you will look at the ground. Because I had it plugged into motorcycle power, the combined forces of the tether and the power were basically making it look straight down. There is a moment when I stop on Keystone Parkway at the light where you can see the surface of the road. Basically I fell trapped to the same issue I did the first time that I lost the GoPro. Finally, when I was comfortable that it's gonna stay, it's not gonna fall, that's when it fell. It's gotten a little warmer, 32. 30433, or about 4 gentlemen's 9 rides. And we'll have to figure out when we popped off, but we're still recording.